Okay, before we start this video, I just want to note, this is about Ahavat Yisrael b'mesirut nefesh, loving other people with self-sacrifice. Rabbi Arush has been speaking about this already since the Meron tragedy. Just to give you a little bit of background about this, I highly recommend you go to our website, myemuna.com, myemuna.com, no H, Emuna without an H. Go to the VOD section. You can also just scroll down on the homepage, see the questions and answers. The last few weeks, starting from after Lag BaOmer, every week, Rabbi Arush has been discussing more and more about this topic, about loving others, and what we need to do in order to save ourselves from the very, very, very serious, strict judgments that are hanging over our heads. There's also a series that's on the website. Again, every week, Rabbi Arush said this is the topic until Mashiach is revealed very soon in our days. Amen. So I want to sort of note here that as we're going through this, it's very important to take the time. They're very, very worthwhile. Again, those questions and answers are Rabbi Arush in Hebrew with English translation, side-by-side English translation on our website. Again, myemuna.com. And it's very, very important to take the time to listen to the entire series or read the articles. And that will give you also a lot more information about what we're talking about. And now let's... Today was day 61. That's how long we've been talking about loving others. That I've been praying this half an hour for the Jewish people and for the world to love each other. Every day I count. There's so many good things in this world, but the very best present this world has ever received is this half hour praying for the Jewish people and for the world to have peace and to love each other. I want you to understand. Okay? I always pray for the Jewish people. I always pray for the world. And Rabbi Arush is holding up the little booklet. Now, it just came out in Hebrew. The translation is not out yet. But again, you can find all the articles on our website. I want you to understand. These prayers are the very most important thing in your life. The very first priority. Before every single thing in this world, everything in this world, whatever you have in your life, this comes first. Listen very well. We really want a significant, essential change in the world. There's like 3,000 books written about loving each other. But no one has ever taken it practical. What does it mean? How do we actually do it? Okay? So we know that the exile is because of sinat chinam, baseless hatred. So what do we need? Ahavat chinam. We need to love each other for no good reason. So now here you have 30 minutes. You pray that everyone should love each other, and you get ahavat chinam. That is loving each other with getting nothing back. I want you to know. This advice is the biggest advice there has ever been in this world. Every day. People, more and more people are joining this huge campaign and project and revolution that I'm doing for everyone to spend half an hour praying that there should be more love between us. And every single name, I pray for them personally. And I want there should be thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people praying every single day. That everyone should do tshuva and return to Hashem, and especially on the mitzvah, on the commandment to love each other. And you should love your fellow like yourself. And all of the mitzvot that are between man and fellow man. This is so important. I'm requesting from you with with all the strength I have. I'm begging you. I explain to you again. There are people who are suffering such incredible suffering. As if there's nothing.
בוכים, כלום.
Crying, praying.
למה? כי יש כאילו מידת הדין בעולם.
Because we're seeing that there is judgment in the world.
מידת האהבה.
But if we love each other,
אם אנחנו...
and we pray that we should all love each other, and we work and we pray for everyone else.
תשאל אותי פנים על השם. אוהבים את השם. אהבת ישראל, פנים על עם ישראל. ואהבת התורה.
So someone who prays this half hour, he will love God, he will love the Torah, and he will love other people. So now he brings love into the world. Basically, what he's doing is by praying that there should be love, he's helping Hashem to bring down the abundance of love that he really wants to bring down, not judgments. And he says, don't say, I don't have time, I can't, I'm busy, I'm overwhelmed. Cancel whatever you have to cancel. This is the first priority in your life. What am I going to do? I got this to do, I got that to do, what can I do? No. The very first thing, you want to make sure that you are loving everyone else. Okay? And then the rest of your life. This is how it has to be. This is how you have to look at it. And I want your names. You can send me your names. I'll forward them to Rabbi Arush. You have no idea how much you make God happy. Each and every person who takes upon themselves to pray this 30 minutes makes God incredibly happy. Here, look, see, here's Rabbi Arush's list. And now the guest speaker, Rav Shlomo, who's on the questions and answers today, he's just taken upon it himself, and Rabbi Arush is writing his name down. First thing, I have to do my prayers for love. After that, now I can do everything else. This is how you have to look at it. Master of the world, God, yes, there is another one who signed up. And everyone should please share with everyone else. Share this video, share the articles. If we want some real change in the world, some real practical advice how to change the world, finally we found it. Finally. We have a real, practical, simple way to change the world. There's nothing else. When you pray to love, that everyone should love each other, you pray specifically the Jewish people. If you're not Jewish, you can listen to this. You can pray that the Jewish people should all love each other, and there should be greater love in the world, and it also helps. And it will also bring you, Rabbi Arush has talked about this, how many incredible stories of people who took upon themselves this 30 minutes and saw themselves personal, incredible salvations and miracles. So here, what I was praying by Rebbe Shimon bar Yochai, I was in the cave, at the entrance to the cave, when Hashem took the 45 holy people in Meron. Not only a couple weeks later, Shavuos, the Karlin-Stolin, the bleacher tragedy, where the bleachers fell. 3 people have passed in this world. And now we have Miami. What are you waiting for? The master of the world. What's going to be with us if we don't wake up? I said, what are we going to do if we don't wake up? What's going to be? What's going to be? And look what happened the next morning. It seems like no one's listening to me, so I'm talking to myself. I want everyone to join me.
הם כותבים פה שאלות, אבל לא, אולי כבר אנשים פה קיבלו, אני לא יודע מה. טוב, הכל יכול להיות. אבל בעזרת השם. טוב, בקיצור, מה נעשה? אנחנו נמשיך עם השאלות.
כן, את הכל.
This concept of praying to love others has changed everything for me.
כמה פעמים הוא קצת ככה, לא, כן, פגשתי אותו, בירכתי אותו בלי סוף ברכות.
There were people that I blessed, I prayed for them, I did everything for them.
תמיד היה לי ממש, איך שהוא התנהג אליי, זה לא, ברור שאני שמח לקבל את הכל בעבר. אבל כאילו, אין, אהבת ישראל מסירות נפש.
Now there's someone who's
אוי לנו.
against me.
כמה סיפורים של שנאת חינם שמעתי
How
השבוע,
many
היום.
stories of
סיפורים של
sinat
שנאת
chinam,
חינם
of people hating
ששמעתי
each
היום,
other, did I hear this week?
אם אני אספר אותם, אנשים, האוזניים שלהם יצלו.
I'm telling you, I
אני לא
told these
מספר
stories
כאלה
to
עניין
just a few
קטרג
close
לעם
people,
ישראל.
and people,
אבל עדיין עם ישראל צריכים
Just
רחמי
conflict.
שמיים. עדיין יש כזה שנאת חינם.
there's
שנאת
such
חינם.
hatred in the world for no good reason.
פשוט רב נתן ביום שבת למדתי בקוטעי הלכות. שזה השנאת החינם הכי גדולה, ששונאים את הצדיק ואת האנשים שלו. חולקים עליו.
The worst thing is when people hate
אין לך
the
שנאת חינם.
tzaddik, the righteous
יותר
person,
מזה,
and they're
הצדיק
fighting
שהוא
against him and his
מתקן את כל העולם, וגואל כל העולם, ומאפה את כל העולם,
The tzaddik, he
ואתה
can
הולך
heal the
ושונא
world,
אותו
he can
וחולק
help
עליו,
everyone, he
יש לך
can
שנאת
fix
חינם.
everything,
יותר גדולה מזה? אין, זה שיא
and you're
השנאה.
fighting him? Is there anything worse than this? You
כמה יש
hate him?
כזה דברים?
And how many
כמה
things like this are there in the world?
כמה כזה יש? המון.
Unfortunately, there's a
כן,
lot.
בוא נתעורר.
Come, you need to wake up. It's time to wake up.
בינתיים, אומנם, הצטרפו אליי.
And I want everyone to join me.
אני לא סופר. אבל עדיין רחוק, בכמות שצריך שיהיה.
We're very far from the number of people we need. Thankfully, we have thousands of people who have joined me, but we need a lot more people to join us before we're going to be able to make the kind of change, real change, that we need to see in this world.
כנראה שהישראלים הם לא... קשה לשכנע אותם, את הישראלים. למה בכל השפות אנשים מקבלים מעצמם חופשי, לא?
He's joking. He's saying these Israelis, they're so tough, you know. In many of the other languages, especially Spanish, you just cannot imagine. Rabbi Arush said there's thousands of non-Jews who are praying that Jewish people should love each other and that the whole world should love each other. It's absolutely amazing. But he said the Israelis are a little tough. It's hard to get them to sign up.
יש פה תפילה לדוגמה, אבל לא שאדם ייקח אותה ויתפלל אותה, אלא כאן כך...
Now I have a few also, I have a number of examples. Again, in this booklet, and also again on the articles on the website.
לכם על כל הילדים שלך.
Please God have mercy on your children.
אז לא עכשיו, לא, נקרא את זה, לא. עכשיו קרא את זה.
If you have trouble with the words, just read it.
עם ישראל, שילם אהבה תמיד.
Just to keep praying that everyone should love each other, and no one should hate each other, and no one should fight against each other, and there should be no arguments and no fighting. There should be peace between husband and wife. Each one should be the garden of peace and women's wisdom and the garden of purity. Like this. You take it to your personal prayer and you pray about it. And I want you to distribute this. The booklets, tell your friends about the articles, about the videos.
אז יש פה עוד גברת בשם מרים בת אסתר.
I also want to comment here, just one small comment. Rabbi Arush he always talks about the 30 minutes. It's the most important thing. But he said sometimes you can have someone, for instance, he specifically used this example for the women in the community. To listen, the reality is a lot of you have very small children. If you can only manage 15 minutes, you can also take on 15 minutes. But 15 minutes is the absolute least. And only if you really have a real reason, like, again, you have small children in the house, and really to find even a half an hour block of time is almost impossible. So for people like that, you can take on your 15 minutes, and you can still send in your names, and Rabbi Arush will pray for you.